Hey guys, what's up?
Going down the only road I've ever known.
Are you ready for some football? Is everybody ready? We're going to talk about football today. Lots of football, lots of sports. Woo! I'm pumped and thrilled. Me and my buddy JaySpitz, we got it going on, man. Alright, so here's JaySpitz and I. And why don't you come take a seat,
What up,
buddy?
guys?
Woo! Man. Alright, today we got a great video for you. We're going to be talking about the 2011-2012 NFL Power Rankings. Woohoo!
Yeah, these are the new power rankings that just came out yesterday, right before the start of the preseason. But
Uh-oh.
before we get into that,
This is good. He's got something to get off his chest.
we got a message from one of our viewer friends. I guess he's a friend. He had some about our last video, the total quarterback rating. He said, "Yeah, hey, I watched your guys' videos, and I would like to point out a few things. Number one, I understand why Drew Brees is lower. He had a ton of interceptions last year. Eli Manning did, but they point out that most of the interceptions were from dropped passes. Hey, good point. I think Aaron Rodgers should have been higher because he made a lot of plays with his legs. And also, Matt Ryan was really efficient and rarely threw interceptions
Good point.
and made big plays late in games, which is understandable." Those awesome points. That's
I
what
agree.
feedback. This is beautiful. This is exactly what I want to see. Thank you,
Exactly.
M. Donnelly 21. Beautiful. Exactly.
Give yourself a pat on the back, buddy.
Yeah. Great. This is really good stuff. That explains why Eli Manning, even though he threw the most interceptions in the entire league last year, he's still not that low, and he's still top 10, right?
Yeah.
Top 10. Still top 10 because most of his passes were most of the interceptions were because of his receivers dropping the ball.
Good point.
I also agree. Aaron Rodgers should have been higher. I think he was one of the most
Yeah.
efficient quarterbacks in the league last year. I thought he should have been.
Wait, he was top 4, right?
Yeah, he was 4, but I think
I
he should
think
have
4.
at
I think
least been 3.
4 is actually really good.
I
I
thought he should at least
But
been
that was our last video.
1, 2, or 3. And one
Who's
more.
MVP?
What else did he say?
Tom Brady.
Matt Ryan.
MVP.
Matt Ryan. Yeah, he played really efficiently. Really managed the game well. He's a pretty good quarterback actually.
Peyton Manning actually should have been lower.
Yeah, I thought Peyton Manning should be lower. But he had the most reps. He had the most action plays
So
where he was
that means,
involved in. So I guess that kind of, you get enough Peyton Manning, you're eventually going to get pretty high.
Yeah.
Here, I got it. The bottom of the heap. Who do you think it is? You just looked.
Oh, I thought you were asking me.
If you guys had to guess who you think it is, everyone's going to say the Bengals. All right? The Bengals. I don't even know where they're going with their team. That's all I can
Wait,
say
should
about
we just
them.
read up?
Yeah, the Bengals, then the Bills, I'm surprised the Panthers were actually this low because
They're gonna be.
I mean, they got D'Angelo Williams coming, they got Jonathan Stewart, they got Cam Newton coming in. I thought they'd be a little higher.
Redskins, man, they're around there somewhere.
No, yeah, they suck. They
Yeah.
really suck. Who's their quarterback's gonna be Rex Grossman or John Beck?
Sexy Rexy.
No.
John Beck.
A couple
is
years
gonna
ago-
start. John Beck's gonna start with the Redskins
No.
and do decent with them.
No, I think Rex Grossman will start.
Really,
Yeah, I think so.
I think Sexy Rexy's.
I had Rex Grossman on my fantasy team like 4 or 5 years ago when he was with the Bears, and he was just the craziest player. He'd have a 36-point game, and then you have a negative 3-point game. There's never been another player like Rex Grossman. Then
it's the Browns, which they're still below 20. So
Broncos, just because of all the quarterback stuff they got going on, and their defense is god awful.
they might, but watch out for the linebacking.
They're the worst
core.
run defense.
They could have a good linebacking core this year. Denver could.
Oh yeah, they do.
They should.
Yeah,
Their
yeah.
linebacking core should be good this year.
San Francisco. I was actually surprised San Francisco this low. I think they're gonna win the West.
They'll be when the season's over. They'll be from the 15 to 20
They should
range.
not be this low. The Seahawks aren't even. Where are the Seahawks at?
We haven't got there
They
yet.
are the lowest in their division.
Yeah.
The lowest.
They're
They're gonna win their division.
Okay, when the season's
49ers
over,
win their division. I guarantee it.
the worst they'll be in the power rankings, like when the season's over and it's all said and done, is 20th. out of 32. There's no way they're going to be 21st or lower.
No, they're going to be like 15.
That's the worst. I mean,
They are not the worst in their division.
No, they're not.
After them, the Vikings. Vikings suck.
Yeah.
They're
pretty bad.
And I have a friend that's
they
a
lost
Vikings
Sidney
fan.
Rice.
Yeah, they lost Sidney.
We both have a friend.
Percy Harvin's going to be their number one wideout. I mean,
man.
You saw when Sidney went out last year. Percy Harvin, he's not like one of those receivers. He's not one of those guys.
But Donovan McNabb is looking to resurrect his career. They have a new head coach.
Oh my God, don't even get me started.
They don't give him a little more credit than they deserve.
He was good in Philly because they passed the ball 800 times a game.
Yeah. But they're gonna.
And he had a good offensive line. They just let Brian McKinney go. Their whole offensive line is getting old. That team is just.
They're gonna be bad.
The only saving grace is going to be Adrian Peterson. If Adrian Peterson goes off for 2,000 yards,
I feel bad for
they
him.
might get 6 wins.
Yeah, that's a stretch there.
Then the Dolphins.
The Dolphins,
they're going to be bad this year.
Yeah,
they couldn't land Kyle Orton. They had to get him. Chad Henne, just not a good quarterback.
They got Reggie Bush, but they lost their 2 running backs.
Yeah, they lost Ronnie Brown and Ricky Williams.
Where's your run game now? Reggie Bush is not a premier running back.
Yeah.
He's a playmaker.
I don't understand.
He's not a premier running back.
I don't understand where they're going either. Then the Raiders. The Raiders at 23.
I think people are saying they're going to be a surprise team. Well, they were a surprise team last year, so they're not going to be that much of a surprise this year.
I don't think they're going to be that good.
They're going to be around the same. They're going to be around 7-9, 6 and 10.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Jacksonville. But Jacksonville should be lower.
Oh my gosh.
Lower than the Raiders.
Basically, through the first 32 to 20 or 32 to 15 even should just be a tie.
Yeah, actually.
Just
be like a coin flip. Yeah. Then Arizona. Arizona's not going to be good this year, guys. They're not going to be good.
I like Kevin Kolb.
I don't like Kevin Kolb.
No.
They're not going to be good.
Larry Fitzgerald's excited to have
They got no run game. Their offensive line is terrible.
You don't need a run
Their
game.
defense sucks. They lost their best corner. They don't have a good quarterback. They don't have a good system. It's not going to be good.
Well, they also have a young coach, too.
It's not going to be good. Not going to be good at all.
I think they'll be okay, though. They'll be second or first in their division. They're going to be second or first in their division.
They will not win their division.
Listen, their division...
Seahawks will be second. They're going to be third.
Their division is a 4-way tie, basically.
Who's the 4th team in their division?
St. Louis. I'm telling you, St. Louis is... It's so difficult.
St. Louis and this team are going to be tied for last.
The NFC is the NFC West, right?
Yeah.
The NFC West is the best, crappiest division.
Oh, my God.
In the National Football League.
It's the worst division in football.
It is the worst division, but it's the best of the worst. Meaning that they have 4 crappy teams. They're all basically the same level. So you have really good competition between the 4 teams.
Yeah, I agree.
You have really good because they're all bound to lose at least 8 games and win at least 8.
After them, 20 the Titans.
Are you kidding me? They're in their area. It's okay, but oh my!
They got Matt Hasselbeck. I think they'll do all right this year.
500.
If Chris Johnson comes back, no, they won't do better than 500. But if Chris Johnson comes back though, they'll maybe hit 500.
Well, yeah,
7-9, 6-10 probably.
I mean, they have a shot though to cause some upsets in their division.
Then right after them, the Seahawks.
They got some
Tavares Jackson, no good.
They have 3 backup quarterbacks on their team or QB roster.
Yeah.
What the heck? You got Sidney Rice because you gave him money. That's the only reason he went there. Maybe he does want to play there somewhat, but I mean,
the Lions. Everyone thinks Lions are an upstart team.
I like the Lions a lot.
Maybe if Matthew Stafford
stays healthy, they are a threat.
They don't really have a run game though, so I don't know.
I mean, they're not a threat, isn't
their offensive line is terrible. I don't know what they're gonna do. That's why Matthew Stafford can't stay healthy. Then Texans. I don't even know what's going on with Texans. Are just one of those weird teams. They can do whatever they want to do. I don't give a poo.
Yeah.
Cowboys. Cowboys at 16. That's right behind the Rams. Yeah. That's kind of surprising, actually. Well, but then again, I don't think really the Cowboys are going to be that good. The Cowboys look better than 16, though.
Remember, there's only really a few good teams. And right now, for some reason, this year in football, a lot of teams are just all in the same grouping, except for the few elite. We'll get to the elite eventually.
And then the Rams, yeah. They are not going to be that. They're at 15, right in the middle. Yeah, they'll be right about the middle.
Right.
The Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are better than the number 14. They're going to win their division.
You think the Chiefs are going to win their division again?
Yeah.
They,
I don't even see a Charger. I don't see why the Chargers are. Oh,
they have a good chance to. I mean,
I really like their system. I really like how they pound the ball.
Yeah, I like Kansas City.
Pound the ball. Then the Bears. The Bears should be higher than 13. I think their defense is solid.
Yeah.
Solid. Julius Peppers. It's amazing what one player can do to a defense.
Well, yeah. But you also have to say that when bringing in a player, he changes. Some players just change defenses.
Yeah,
some offensive players change offenses.
Buccaneers shouldn't be that high. They're number 12.
No, I think they should be around the 15th range.
What do you think their record is next year?
What record next year? About the same as this year. Was like they
are 10-6 this year.
They could go 10-6 again.
No, they're gonna go 8-8.
You know what division they're in, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
divisions
they're going 8-8.
8-8. They can play football. Josh Freeman, I like him a lot. Okay, they have a good head coach. I think he's good. I like Tampa Bay.
8-8.
They do play in the NFC though.
Giants at number 11. Nah.
The Giants.
Really
Okay, my
Giants.
friend is a Giants fan, and he told me that they're taking some steps back this year.
All right, man, we gotta get to the top 10.
Oh shoot!
Top 10. Chargers. Wow.
Yeah.
A few years ago, Chargers were like number 2, number 3.
Joke team of the past decade.
Yeah. Then number 9, the Ravens. Colts.
It's about there. They have a good defense.
Colts number 8.
They'll be taking a step
these
back.
These are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I like these ratings so far. Then Jets 7. It's actually, I agree with all these so far.
Falcons 6. Falcons, yeah.
I think Falcons could be a little higher.
Yeah.
I think they're a really solid team.
Yeah, they put
no real holes.
Yeah, Steelers 5th. That's about right.
Steelers are 5th. This is where it gets. This is the only problem I have with the top 10.
I agree.
The Saints at number 4. I think everyone should be moved back. Everyone should be moved back until probably the Ravens.
No, up to the.
No, I think the Jets.
Up to the Falcons.
The Jets are better.
There.
The Jets are better.
No.
The Jets are better than the Jets are better than the Saints.
No, they're not.
You just hate them because they're in the same division. Yeah, but they're not that bad. They beat the Patriots last year.
So
they're 1 win away from the Super Bowl. The freaking Saints suck.
Doesn't mean anything.
I think they should be maybe.
All right, let's get
probably under Indianapolis.
Let's get to the third.
All right, but then number 3, surprising, even with all the offseason acquisitions.
Philly's number 3. Philly. Good. I think it's fitting a little bit. It could be jumbled around though. From the 3 to the 10th, basically, it could be jumbled around too.
I say 4 to the 10th could be jumbled. No, I think actually it's all pretty good. All pretty good right there, except for the Saints. Except for the Saints.
Yes.
I don't like the Saints.
Patriots number 2.
It only leaves one team left.
It's not a big deal. I don't really care where my teams are in the power rankings because I know who my head coach is. I know who my quarterback is. I know who's on my team. I know how their history's been. They've won 3 Super Bowls. They may have not won last year's Super Bowl, but I know how my team's going to perform up to a certain level. I know they'll be fine. Patriot fans don't have nothing to worry about. They will be back to the Super Bowl.
The number 1 team going into the preseason, the Green Bay Packers, defending Super Bowl champions. Wow. Even though they didn't make any offseason acquisitions, all they did was bring back James Jones and John Kuhn. They lost Colin Jenkins. Still the best team in the league. Enough said.
Well, they're the best team of last season.
Enough said.
Going into this season, they're still the best team because they won the Super Bowl.
Best team in the league.
They probably will go to the Super Bowl, but they do play in the NFC, so I wouldn't be surprised if they don't make it back to the Super Bowl.
Booyah. There it is, guys. Top 32 teams.